of the Ohio River, it is Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Today, a good battle in the AFC. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the Cincinnati Bengals. With Greg Olson, we are ready for one final tune-up before the regular season begins. And off we go here in Cincinnati. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So here come the Bengals. And Greg, there is no denying the talent of this man. Joe Burrow led the league in passing yards and touchdowns a season ago.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback. Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
So, from the 37, here's second down and 2. Play action now. It's Burrow. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
On first and 10, Burrow. Back into the hands of Yosifov. And he'll be out of bounds, a pickup of 5.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
First run of the game here for Chase Brown. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
A carry here for Brown. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. Zaire Franklin that time, there for the tackle. From the 38 now, here's second and 6. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Short one into the hands of Gesicki. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. He's going to have the first down and then some. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
First down and 10 yards to go.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
Burrow now to throw on first down. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Chase Brown, touchdown Cincinnati. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. His kick is good, and the Bengals will take a 7-0 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Ashton Doolin now to return it. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They're led by the former first-round pick out of Duke, quarterback Daniel Jones.
We see Daniel Jones take the field, and a bit of a polarizing player, Mike, not necessarily just in New York, but throughout the league, and there's just so much potential. There is so much talent. You think back to him coming out of college. He's big, he's strong, he can run, he can make every throw. And remember, only a couple years ago, he took this Giants team not only to the playoffs, but got a big road victory against Minnesota. So he's shown he can do it. He needs to bounce back from last year's injury and put together more consistent performances than he has of late. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. The NFL sack leader from a year ago, Trey Hendrickson, getting in for the sack, and now it's going to be 3rd and a mile.
Well, I think to say this series has been a disaster is putting it mildly. 2 plays in, all they've done is go in the wrong direction. They need something big here. They need someone to create a little bit of a spark and prevent them from going 3 and out on their opening possession.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Jones. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
What did this defensive play caller tell us all week, Mike? They wanted to come out and set the tone of this game, dictate the terms of how this game would be played, and man, through the first drive here, boy, have they ever.
So, on 4th down, the Colts send out Rigoberto Sanchez to punt. Charlie Jones, deep to return. That'll be returnable from the 35. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. The Bengals offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. And Greg, after this one, it counts for real. Final preseason game. So what's the feeling like around the team in the locker room when you get to this point, the end of the preseason?
I think the biggest emotion is probably relief. I think especially for some of the older guys, Mike, it's did you get through healthy? Is your body right? And are you mentally ready for what's going to be a very long, turbulent, up and down? There's going to be a lot of good moments. There's going to be some bad moments. Are you physically and mentally ready for what an NFL season is going to be like? And I think that's what every guy in that locker room is asking themselves, taking inventory of their own checklist. So get through training camp, get through the dog days of camp, and get into a routine, get into the regular season practice schedule, and inevitably get to what matters the most, which is the games.
Burrow, RPO, get it to Chase. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Bengals on top. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. It's Bengals football here to begin the second quarter. Here's third down and a few inches as we are ready to get back underway. He's going to have a Bengals first down, at least at first glance. They'll spot the football just beyond the marker and find a way to convert on third and inches.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's four-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on third and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
They'll run here with Brown. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
They'll set up the screen to Brown. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
Brings up third and 1.
They'll look to pick this up third and a yard. Gesicki, the man in motion. He'll get this out into the left flat. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for a Cincinnati Bengals. First and 10.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
8 yards on the
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now, Burrow. Quickly, this one out to Chase. And the Bengals are going to be set up. First and goal coming up. They'll mark them down at the 6-yard line.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
Burrow to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. And he's in. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals.
You can only imagine what went through his head as that play developed and he realized his guy was one-on-one with a safety. That's a complete mismatch on paper, and even more so on the field. And once he sees it, he's going to attack it, and they come away with the touchdown.
McPherson now for the PAT. He knocks it through, and the Bengals move out on top, 14-0. TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Anthony Gould now to return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Colts offense ready to take over for their second possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. They'll start with Taylor. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Colts first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jones. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Here's 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, it's Jones. He takes off. And a nice run and close to the 1st down, protecting himself, sliding at the end.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
3rd and inches. Jones operating out of the pistol. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Bengals offense getting set to get back to work. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this 2nd quarter, looking to run away with this one before halftime. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Burrow. That's complete. It's Yosibon. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. On stops with a little under a minute to go in their 2nd quarter. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Gesicki, the man in motion. A 1st down throw for Burrow. the middle of the field. That's taken in by Chase.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. To throw is Burrow. Right back to Chase. He's got it again. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their 2nd. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
So now the Bengals use their 3rd and final timeout. So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. This one from 54 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay a 2-possession game.
Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good. The hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
Throwing on 1st down is Jones. He'll look deep for Pittman. And the throw left sideline caught. They rule incomplete. Couldn't keep the feet in. And it's 2nd down.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. Welcome back, everyone, for quarter number 3. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this 2nd half gets underway. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Colts offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. He'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
2nd and 10. Jones. That one complete to Pierce. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. A pickup of 12 yards. That's good for a Colts first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line, and for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run, there's no holes for the back to find, and all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
Jones going to try and throw on third down. He'll try and get there, carry that ball loosely, and it is out. And it is recovered by the Bengals.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
The Bengals offense ready for their first possession of this second half. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Burrow. This one caught by Chase. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4 brings up second down at the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 5. Now, Burrow. He'll step up and run this. And Burrow not going to take any chances. Slides to a stop after picking up the first down.
That's good for a Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And this is what you like to see if you're the head coach. Not only does your quarterback know exactly where that first down marker is, he's able to pick up the first down, but then get himself on the ground. He avoids the big hit and picks up the first down.
Look at that. Slinged it across his body and connected. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down, but in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield, and there does come some danger when you throw back across, but in this case, it's a big completion. So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here, bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
A dive and a catch. Incredible. It's a gain of 13, and it's 1st and goal.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field, and not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. That's a big time.
That one is caught beyond the pylon. No offense. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals will take themselves to a 21-0 lead. Scott, thank you, my friends. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of this second half.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 1 real quick. Real quick. Whole squad on that real. 0 to 1.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. On the return, it's Doolin. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Colts offense ready to get back at him. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here. Needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. Jones will hang on to it here. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
This is an area of Daniel Jones' game, Mike, that I think people often overlook. He is sneaky fast, and when he gets out into open space, very rarely can anybody catch him.
Fake the handoff. Now Jones. He'll look deep for Pittman. And he will score. Michael Pittman. Touchdown, Indy. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Spencer Schrader now on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Colts get back in it. It is 21-7. All right, Scott, thank you. Second half drawing near. So good to have you back with us here on EA Sports. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Charlie Jones now to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 27-yard line.
So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. EA Sports back for more. The NFL preseason after this. second down throw for Burrow. He'll find Brown out of the backfield. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Burrow and his favorite target, Chase, for the Cincinnati first down.
That's good for us Cincinnati Bengals. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time. Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove. And there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way. Every play they call, you're wide open. And you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
He'll take a shot here, back to the end zone. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. He separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up third down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
And at this stage of the game, every first down gets them one step closer to being able to finish this one out. This defense has to find a way to get off the field. They have to get the ball back to their offense to give them a chance.
Play action now. It's Burrow. Open left side is Gesicki. And he'll be run out of bounds. That's a good gain on first down. They pick up 7 yards.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Burrow here on second down. Short one into the hands of Gesicki. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Third down.
Looking for a third down conversion on this drive, and they only need a foot. It's the quarterback with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
On first down, Burrow. There's that man again. Another catch. They get about 4 here as he is taken down.
I think the rest of those receivers in the huddle have all come to the realization that they might not be getting a target anytime soon. And frankly, I don't blame them. I mean, they're riding the hot hand, and rightfully so. Until this defense proves that they can stop him in the passing game, I expect the quarterback to just continue to go back to him time and time again.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They'll drop to throw. Throw across his body is complete. And quickly, the clock stops again. Defense taking the timeout. $1:54 to go.
Cincinnati Bengals. First
Race getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Brown. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. And now we get a timeout by the defense. So the clock stops with 1:50 left in the game.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. The Colts will signal for their 3rd and final timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that. Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. This, about as short as you can get. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Bengals have run out to a 24-7 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown. Like you find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. On the return, it's Doolin. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Here's the Indianapolis offense. Now as they get set to take over once more, they'll begin with 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Jones. Taking off. And nice work there. He'll go into a slide. Gain about 7.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Working from the gun, it's Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. They get 19 on that pass play. 1st down, Indianapolis.
Just a really nice, simple play design. Just get the ball to one of your playmakers on an underneath crossing route, and he does the rest to secure a nice gain. That's just good, simple execution.
Jones now on 1st down. Right back to Warren again.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
So this one in the win column for the Bengals. They finish the preseason on an up note. Now they'll have a couple weeks to get ready for the season opener coming in September. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.